right. Let's get this thing popping. Hey, what's going on, guys? We're live. We're live right now. Let's get this thing popping. Hold on, where's my things here? Where's my things here? All right, what's going on, man? We pretty much on time. Just a couple of minutes behind schedule, but I'm here. Let me let everybody know on my social medias that I'm live right now. I'm glad to have everybody tuning in. Let me see what we're doing here. I just hopped in. Let me see. Let's see where we at. Where are we? Y'all bear with me. A lot of stuff going on social media here. Let me go into my. Why is everything running slow? Hold on one second. All right. Let me see if I can't see y'all yet, so I gotta hop into my YouTube channel. But I'm here. There y'all go. There you go. There you go. I see everybody. All right. All right. Shout out to the ADOS family. First Them. Oh, yeah. We got the First Them joints. Y'all go to firstthem.com. You dig? Firstthem.com. Get that. Oh, man. Folks are piling on in the room. Let me let folks know that we're live right now, right this minute. And then we can start talking about what we need to talk about. We're still working on HC5. That's coming this summer. You guys stay tuned for that. Until then, go to hiddencolors film.com and get Hidden Colors 1 through 4 at hiddencolorsfilm.com. Hold on. Live right now. All right, just letting people know to join me live now. Oh, man, it was my son's birthday weekend. Two of my sons, TJ and Nasir, it was their birthday this weekend. Their birthdays are a day apart. So we had a family weekend outing with them. I'm so tired being in a hotel room with these badass kids. My God. Y'all parents, you know how it is. When you go do it wasn't even a real vacation. We went down to Orange County. Went to the little Wolf Creek Lodge where there's indoor swimming and all that. But boy, when you take kids and they're in a hotel room, shit, it's just new shit to tear up. All right. So let me get, and because I got on this bright shirt, it's making the screen look a little darker, but it's all right. It's all right. Oh yeah, if you want this shirt, you go to firstthem.com. Firstthem.com. Say the shirt looks good on me. Are you choosing? Are you trying to choose? All right. The volume good. Turn the mic up. Okay, let me do that. Somebody said the mic ain't right. Okay, the mic is good. The mic is good. Okay, the mic is good. The mic is right. I'm looking at my audio settings now, and it looks like the mic is good. Everybody, how's the sound, by the way? Because you got some people who hop in, I can't hear shit. And, they got a janky computer. But how's the sound? How's the audio? What's up, Londa B? Londa B. Yeah, that's me. Taking these rhymes to the T.O.P. Londa B. Everybody say what's up to Londa B. Boy, that is an old school name. The mic is fine. Okay, I'm talking about Londa B. Londa B, where you from? You sound like you from North Carolina somewhere. Londa B. Londa damn B. Audio's good. Oh man, so let's just get right into it, family. You like this color? This color is sight, ain't it? This color is sight. Let me before I get right into it, let me let everybody know on the gram that we doing our thing real quick. Then we're gonna get right into the Jussie Smollett thing. We're going to get right into that. Let's get right into that. Hold on one second. Where are we? I'm struggling right now, guys, but I'm here. All right. Okay, let me let everybody know on the gram that we're live, and then we'll take it on out. But yeah, this Jussie Smollett thing is real interesting. Hold on. Hey, what's up? I'm live right now on YouTube, so swipe up and join me live right now. All right. Swipe up. Okay, let me do that. Y'all bear with me. Then after this, I'm good. Bam. All right, we ready now, man. Let's get into it. All right, we're here. Everybody's in the room. We're making it do what it do. Also, the Jussie Smollett situation. You know, people are coming on out revealing that this was basically a hoax. This was basically a hoax. For those who don't know, Jussie Smollett from the show Empire, he made claims that he was in Chicago getting a Subway sandwich at 2 o'clock in the morning, and two alleged white supremacists came up, had on Make America Great Again hats. They beat him up, tied a rope around his neck, said this is Make America Great Again country. They called him the N-word and homophobic slurs. And he got away. He fought back because he's the gay Tupac, but Crackavelli. And he fought back, and he had some bruises on his face. He went to the hospital, and it became a big movement. And a lot of people were skeptical of this. Now, there's a lot of things that I want people to notice about this hoax. Because from early on, we knew it. Most of us knew it was a hoax. Most of us knew it was a hoax. All right? So that, I wasn't even tripping on that. I wasn't buying this stuff. Nothing about this sounded correct. Nothing about it sounded logical. My whole concern was the way so many people in the white media and some of these white LGBT and white organizations were reacting to it. That was my concern. Okay, I'm like, oh, we know it's a hoax already, but no, I'm trying to see why are all these people reacting to it the way they're reacting to it. When it happened, the media, the left-wing media, they didn't question any of the inconsistencies about it, number one. The left-wing media didn't question any inconsistencies. They immediately jumped on it and ran with it, and they started adding their own stuff, talking about he had cracked ribs. Then he said he never said he had cracked ribs. I mean, they were adding a lot of other stuff to it that wasn't in the police report. Got it? So I'm like, okay, why are they assisting him with these lies? And also anybody who said anything that questioned it. Because immediately they were running with this, it's a racial and homophobic attack. And anybody who questioned that real weird narrative, they started to attack them. Many media outlets personally attacked me, Vibe in particular. Not only did they attack me, they attacked straight black people. When this hoax came out, they were talking about how come black folk, straight black people, black men, are silent about this. So they were using this as an attack on straight black men. Several of these plantation puppets who work for white media companies, all of them were using this to attack straight black people. Early on, I'm like, what is this? What is this? He was allegedly beat up by some white supremacists, but they're not attacking white supremacists. They're using this to attack straight black people. And by proxy, black society. Okay? So those were the red flags that I was looking at. I'm like, okay, who's all a part of this thing? Who's all a part of this whole hoax? And I'm getting attacked by Vibe. I'm getting attacked by all types of people in Hollywood. Tevin Campbell. Tevin Campbell was arguing with me, talking about why am I saying alleged, because I wouldn't co-sign this nonsense because it was completely unbelievable. You would have to suspend so much disbelief to go with this narrative. And the thing is, I understand how the white supremacists, they think black people are stupid. They think anything they say will go for. So I knew the white supremacists might be behind this because they're trying to shame us for questioning the idiocy of this alleged attack, which is really a hoax. First of all, look at the narrative. He was out at 2 o'clock in the morning getting a Subway sandwich. Some white supremacists just happened to be in Chicago running around with a rope. So that's illogical right there. It's freezing in Chicago. So white supremacists ain't going to walk around looking for no black person in the middle of Chicago like that, unless they're cops. Understand, because I rock with Chicago heavy. Ain't no white supremacist who ain't no cop just gonna run up on some random black folks. Even a lone black person in Chicago beat the shit out of a damn 2 or 3 white supremacists or bust on them. So I knew something wasn't right there. You dig? You're not just gonna run up on no random black person. Secondly, these white supremacists were supposed to have made homophobic remarks while they were calling him the N-word. When did white supremacists start watching Empire? Because they would have to have watched Empire to even know who he was. Jussie Smollett is not a household name. And everybody don't watch Empire, especially some damn white supremacist Trump supporters. They're not going to watch Empire. So what's the likelihood of some random white supremacists walking around Chicago and they see him and recognize him from Empire? I mean, I don't watch Empire no more. The storylines just got boring to me. I don't even watch it no more. So I know ain't no white supremacist going to watch it. And he's not a household name. So how would they even know who he was? Because for it to be a homophobic attack, they would have to know who he was. Not only that, they would have to know who he was in his private life. They would have to know that he was a gay man privately. The white supremacists ain't going to be doing all that about some random actor on Empire. So that whole homophobic thing, I was never buying anyway. So they beat him, according to him, and put a rope around his neck. And I'm like, this is just way too convenient. It's too far-fetched. Something ain't clicking. I'm not buying it. But the fact that so many people in Hollywood were running with this story, so many people started to immediately capitalize off this story, I knew something else was going on. So that this being a hoax, that nobody's really shocked by that. I want to know how deep is this hoax and who else was involved. Now let's look at some tweets that I made. Okay? Because I did a little timeline here and I broke some stuff down and I want to ask some questions here. Because there's a lot of stuff that's very convenient here. All right? So I made this thread here and I want y'all to rock with me with it. Hold on. So y'all can see me and the thread. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Let me get this thing together. All right. But early on, I was questioning who's involved in this thing. Now, this is a thread I made yesterday. This is a thread. Let's get into question mode here. Now, I said, let me do a quick thread about this because we need to ask questions about who's involved in this hoax. I've always been critical of the deceptive tactics of the white LGBT community. Now, as we know, Jussie has campaigned with Kamala Harris. Now, this is them. If you see the picture, in the picture, it's Jussie Smollett and Kamala Harris in the brown coat. That's Kamala Harris in the brown coat, as you can see. They were at this Time's Up event. And understand, Time's Up, that's it's a Hollywood-funded movement. All right? It's a Hollywood-funded movement, Time's Up. So they were at this Time's Up event. This was about a year ago. So Jussie's clicked in with Kamala's camp. Got it? Jussie's clicked in. Let's just put that there for 1 second. And Jussie's clicked in with a lot of Democrats, Maxine Waters, a whole bunch of folks he's clicked in with. All right? So now, Kamala Harris and Cory Booker, they were sponsoring and they authored this anti-lynching bill. All right? And understand, these people are funded by the white supremacists. They got this anti-lynching bill that they keep promoting, and we're wondering why are they promoting an anti-lynching bill? A lot of us are confused about that. A lot of us have been confused about them promoting this anti-lynching bill. What the hell are they promoting an anti-lynching bill for? They were like, oh, we got to get this thing passed. We got to get this anti-lynching bill passed because black people have been lynched and all this stuff. I'm like, what the hell is this about? Like, what the hell is this lynching bill about? Because, number one, lynching is already illegal. There are already hate crime laws. The problem is they just don't get enforced. And lynching now, lynching in groups, they don't do that no more. They don't lynch in groups. They don't go out there and the whole church gets together and just string a black person up and everybody takes pictures. They don't do that no more. They don't do that no more. So what are they promoting a lynching bill for? That confused a lot of people. Also, when black people are hung and killed suspiciously, all they do is say it's a suicide. So the lynching laws are not even, or the hate crime laws are not even enforced. That's the problem. The problem ain't the law. It's all about enforcing them. So the police is involved in a lot of these lynchings. Hell, they just shoot you down anytime they feel like it. That's the new lynching. When we get a person like Sandra Bland going to jail, they say it's a suicide. There was another brother, I want to say he was in St. Louis somewhere. They let him have his belt in jail. Then he ended up hanging himself with his belt. So, dude, they lynch us all the time, but the laws are never enforced. So what's this about? This is why we talk about the need of having tangibles. This is why we talk about having tangibles. Because we don't need no more laws like this. They're not going to enforce them. Give us some tangibles so that we'll have the wherewithal to enforce things on our own. That's where the tangibles come in. So they've been promoting this lynch law. And a lot of black people are like, okay. Because we're asking these same politicians, hey, what's your black agenda? Well, we got a lynch law. No, that ain't, no. What's your black agenda? And every time we ask for a black agenda, they get to twiddling their thumbs and changing the subject and, well, nigga-splaining. Anytime you bring up a black agenda to Cory or Kamala, they start changing the subject. Cory starts flipping it into some LGBT talk. Anytime you start talking about blackface or any black person facing non-justice, Cory Booker starts talking about LGBT. So all of them, every time you start talking about black justice or black people getting justice, they flip the conversation. So that brings us to this here. The anti-lynching bill that Kamala and all these guys were trying to push. Do you know that at the last minute, they slipped in some LGTB language in there? And there was some other white people who called him out for this. They snuck in some LGBT rights. Well, if you're targeted based on race and sexual orientation, they slipped that in there. They slipped that sexual orientation thing in there at the last minute. You dig? So now we see what this whole lynching thing was about, this lynching bill. The white supremacists, they've always, and they did the same thing in the 60s. When it was time for black folks to get certain rights, they start slipping in the word minority. They slipped in the word minority. Real cool, real covert. We didn't think nothing of it. So when all the benefits start coming, the benefits went to minorities before us. We up here talking about we minority brothers in the struggle. So I guess it's okay. We all can get some. Everybody starts getting all these benefits over us, and we're left holding a bag of crumbs. The white LGBT community has always tried to piggyback off us, really starting in the late 60s, early 70s. And this is part of them using that movement in order to deflect from the atrocities that happen to black people. Black folks, we got to be more outraged about that. That ain't cool at all. The white LGBT community, they don't pull that garbage with the Jewish community. They don't pull that garbage with the Native American community. They don't pull that garbage with the Japanese community when they're trying to get reparations. They don't pull that with nobody but us because we sit up and let that garbage happen. It's disrespectful for the white LGBT community to try to align themselves with us by claiming that they've been disenfranchised as a minority group in the same manner as we have. That's extremely disrespectful. And the reason why they put that little clause in there about sexuality, sexual orientation, that is to give privileges and benefits and protections for white people within the gay community. This has nothing to do with black people because I've had some people say, well, there's black LGBT too. That would be covered under just protection for black people. So if they were going to protect black people, black LGBT are covered already. Got it? They've always had to attach themselves to us so they can sneak away some of the rights and benefits and privileges and try to pretend that they are an oppressed minority because by themselves, they look silly trying to do it because it's so rare for a gay white person to be harmed because they're gay. Do you understand me? It is extremely rare for a gay white person to be harmed, let alone killed, because they are gay. And all you black people in the LGBT movement, y'all can sit up and play this game all you want to. Those laws don't apply to you. If it did, they would make more noise about the black men who died in Ed Buck's home, and they're completely silent about that. So y'all niggas can play this game where you ain't part of the black community, you part of the LGBT, you ain't part of no damn community. You're not a part of the LGBT community. You're just a mascot. You're not a part of their community. I want black folks who think that they're part of the LGBT community to really get that. You are not a part of their community. They do not share resources with you. They do not share wealth with you. They do not share privileges with you. And they protect people who harm you. That's why Ed Buck is running around here now, dumbass. Y'all can sit up here and play this stupid ass game as long as you want to, but it ain't gonna change reality. It's two dead black men who was up in the home of Ed Buck. Where's the intersectionality at, man? Where's that intersectionality? They're protecting him while y'all Negroes are sitting up here talking trash about all black folks and all this. They're protecting their guy. Y'all can play that game if you want to. You can be the little mascot if you want to, but the reality is you end up messing around at Ed Buck's house and you come out in a stretcher and they protect him. The white LGBT community has the same white supremacists as the straight white community. I saw something earlier today with PBS. They were talking about Black history, and they're always tying themselves into us. They were talking about Baynard Rustin from the 1960s. He worked with Dr. King and all these people. They were talking about Baynard Rustin is a pioneer of civil rights and gay rights. We celebrate him. Stop. Because Baynard Rustin, because that's that whole intersectionality garbage they like to promote. They like to promote that intersectionality garbage. Understand, Baynard Rustin, yeah, he was a gay brother, but the thing is, the gay director of the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, had a file on him, and they were investigating him. And wasn't Baynard Rustin an agent? So they were investigating him. They had a file on him. So that's what the white LGBT community thought about him. You did? Yeah, they had a file on James Baldwin. Baynard Rustin was an agent. That's what I thought. That's why in the 70s, Baynard Rustin, that's when he started that whole gay rights thing. He started that gay rights stuff in the 70s because they probably went on and they got to him. So he was already messing with white men. Yeah, that's intersectionality. If you let yourself be a bedbug to a white man, that's intersectionality. And I put up a video the other day. The news was out there following Ed Buck. Ed Buck is still running around LA. And there's a new Negro. There was some new Negro hanging around Ed Buck. Another potential victim hanging around Ed Buck. You dig? But the thing is, the white supremacist gay community, they've always tried to attach themselves to us as a way to weaken us, also as a way to divert attention away from Black people getting no justice, and also to fuel their own movements. And again, it's so rare for a gay white person to be harmed or killed because they're gay. This is one of the reasons why they had to get this hoax going on. They had to get this hoax going on with Jussie because it's just so rare that somebody would be, especially a prominent person, get attacked like this for being gay. The last time something like that happened on a national scale was that Matthew Shepard dude in 1998. Y'all remember Matthew Shepard as a white boy who was gay, and somebody beat him up and then he died a few days later. Some people said that it was because he made a pass at some dude. I mean, the details are sketchy, but they framed the narrative because he was gay. They framed the whole narrative that he got beat up and ultimately died because he was gay. So the white gay community really jumped on that. They really jumped on that Matthew Shepard thing. So Obama was the one, there's a law, a federal law, the Matthew Shepard James Byrd law. James Byrd was the Black man who got lynched down in Texas. They drug him. So they had to attach James Byrd and Matthew Shepard together to get this hate crime law against somebody because of their sexuality. Obama was the one who ushered that in. Obama has always been real funny style. He's always been a puppet of the powers that be. It was okay, you said the Matthew Shepard thing was a drug deal gone bad. I knew the details I've heard so many different versions of what happened, but the media ran with the whole, well, they did it because he was gay. And I don't think that's the case. But again, they attached him with that James Byrd situation. So they're trying to make it seem like a brother getting lynched and damn decapitated was the same thing as this white guy getting into some altercation and ultimately dying, which is messed up. But that's so extremely rare. So to compare the two is disrespectful. So as we see Kamala Harris and Cory Booker and all these people trying to make these connections, trying to usher in the LGBT thing in the bill. So now let's go on. Again, there's other white groups who were calling this out. There were white groups saying, hey, these people trying to usher in these LGBT statutes within this lynching bill, they're using this bill to push unrelated political agendas. Other white people were calling them out for this. There were white people like, hey, let me tell you something. They try to make it seem like black society is all homophobic, which is BS. This whole narrative that black society is just we're just ultra homophobic, that's garbage. We don't harm gay people like that. We embrace gay people. Gay black folks at every church. You got gay black folks in your family. We don't fire or hire gay black people because we ain't got the power to do that. We ain't sitting on juries, sending them to jail. We're not mass incarcerating gay black folks. So stop that. If you want to see some homophobia, that's in the straight white community. The straight white community don't play that with the white gay community. The white gay community, that's why they have their own community. But in middle America, a lot of them don't play like that with the white gay community. Now understand, they like gay black folks. They'll bring a gay black person around, but in middle America, conservative white America, they don't play that. You dig? In those conservative white churches, a gay white man better not go up in there. In many of these places. You did? Yeah, especially in that Bible Belt. They don't play like that. So they're like, wait a minute, don't use the niggers to usher in some of your bullshit now. Don't y'all use the niggers for that. They're already calling it out. You understand? So now, after that Jussie Smollett attack, the hoax, you know, the left-wing media, they're already very pro-Kamala Harris. Anytime you criticize Kamala Harris, these people jump on you and try to shame you. So when this attack happened, this attack, quote unquote, notice all these media outlets, these left-wing media outlets, they kept using the same terms over and over again. They went out of their way they kept saying it was homophobic and racist, homophobic and racist, homophobic and racist. They just kept beating that drum. They kept using the term homophobic and racist. They kept emphasizing homophobic and racist, homophobic and racist. And I'm like, what is this? What is this? This is very interesting. Their black plantation minions would attack people who didn't bring up the homophobic aspect. I'm like, okay, the way they're sounding, it sound like it might have been racial. Oh, no, don't, hey, you better say homophobic now. This was homophobic too. Don't you dare not say homophobic. So this is something that was coming from the top. That was funny style to me. This was something that was coming from the top. And this whole homophobic angle and the way people were capitalizing off of it, because early on I was calling out all these white LGBT organizations that were immediately getting donations for it. The day after it happened, all of these white organizations was like, yeah, this is horrible what happened to Jussie. Send some money, donate money to our charity to help LGBT, donate money to our organization. I mean, this was immediate. It was a real fast money grab. It was like, we need to hurry up before the jig is up. And I was calling this out. You go look at my tweets around the 29th and the 30th of January, I'm sorry. But they were going out of their way to get quick money off of it. You dig? So I knew something was going on with that too. Hold on. So now, Jussie, he's out here. He's acting like a hero now. They're propping him up. Nobody's questioning the ridiculousness of this story. Then things start to unfold. So before it unfolded, let's go up. Hold on. Cory Booker is using this thing, and also Kamala Harris. They're using this hoax to push that anti-lynching bill. They were going hard body with this, and they actually got it passed because of this. Cory Booker pushes anti-lynching bill after Jussie Smollett incident. So they were really pushing this real fast. And I even said a couple of weeks ago, I said, is Kamala Harris going to use this Jussie Smollett thing as momentum for her campaign? And sure enough, she did. So they're pushing this thing, and they actually got the bill passed. So now they got what they needed done, popping. So now, and I said this, the LGBT community, they can use this as a precedent to get more federal rights and protections for themselves. All right? Let me take this down. So now we got to ask. Family, we got to ask. Now, we know it was a hoax. And this hoax was used to pass a bill. And I think there's still some more stuff that's needed to get the bill all the way through from what I'm hearing. But they covered a great milestone with this hoax. So the question is, family, is it possible that other people were involved in high places with orchestrating this hoax? Turned out they found some Nigerian dudes. One of them was an extra who worked on Empire, who has pictures of him and Lee Daniels. So the so-called dudes who attacked Jussie, some Nigerian dudes, and they picked them up because after the attack, those dudes went back to Nigeria. Then they came back because they were allegedly supposed to get some more money. They were allegedly paid $3,500. They were supposed to get $4,000 more. Them Nigerians weren't about to leave no money on the table. So they came back to get the rest of their money. They couldn't even wait until the heat died down. They were supposed to get their ass over there and wait. So you see, you don't get no Nigerians to pull off some shit like this. No. Well, they knew they had $4,000 on the table. They hopped their ass back on that Delta flight. No, that's where you fucked up right there. You got them damn Nigerians, and they knew $4,000 was on the table. So they sitting over there, their palms was itching. They're like, fuck this jollof rice. Let's get on this plane and get that 4 stacks. So they got on the plane and they got hit at the airport. They got the dudes. Man. So they got these dudes and they got them in custody. And so they snitched. The Nigerian dudes snitched. They ain't about to take no L for you Okadas. They ain't about to take no L. They went in there snitching their ass off. They went in there, they had on a dashiki or kufi. They took off all that Make America Great Again hat. They took that off and had on a kufi. I'm from a village. I'm from a poor village. I was manipulated. Oh, they got real African when they got caught. These niggas tricked me. I was tricked by these niggas. They snitching their ass off. They let them go immediately. They went in there. You know how Hispanics be acting like they can't speak English when they get caught? They couldn't speak English. What did he say? Jolie, what did Jussie Siemens? Jollof rice? Who? They start talking to you. Umbagale, umbagale. I don't know. I don't know. So they start snitching. Oh man, why did they get them dudes? And they went to the dude's house, the African dude's house. There was a script for Empire at the house. They had all types of different bleach. They had all the evidence at their house. One of the motherfuckers had an audition tape for Empire. He's acting in the tape. Lucius Lyon, I want my money. I want my money, Lucius. I want Cookie to give me a record deal. I mean, they got acting tapes all over the house. I mean, goddamn, y'all didn't think this out. Them niggas left all the evidence in the crib. Damn. So they got caught. And the minute they said they were suspects, and then when they said, we released the suspects without charging them, they were in there singing their ass off. But they were singing some African tribal songs while they were snitching. Joele, joele, umbaga, ndule, umbaga, joele, jomela, umbunda. They were singing like they were Lion King on that nigga. They sung a tribal song to snitch on his ass. You think them Nigerians gonna take an L for you? Shit. Hell no. No arm. So they released them with quickness. And then immediately, Jussie got a lawyer. Jussie got a defense lawyer overnight. You dig? Man. And they about to indict Jussie, by the way. Jussie's gonna get indicted. Jussie's about to get. I wouldn't be surprised if they have an indictment for him tomorrow. They're going to indict him. They're gonna make an example out of him. And I want to see how deep this thing goes. I want to see who else was connected with this thing. That's the thing. I want to see who's all connected with it. You know? Man. Yeah, the same lawyer as Michael Cohen. Yeah. And how did Jussie get that high-powered lawyer like that? Yeah, Jussie, he got some high-powered lawyers now. Now, understand, them Empire checks ain't that fat now. I mean, Empire's a top-rated show and all that. I think it's top-rated. But them checks ain't that fat. I mean, Jussie got some heavyweight lawyers. You know? Come on now, think about this. He hired Weinstein's publicist. Wow. Yeah. So where's the money coming from for these high-powered lawyers? Jussie ain't holding like that. Lee Daniels, hell, remember Lee Daniels was janking around with my man Dame Dash's money. Dame Dash had to kind of push up on Lee Daniels to get his money up out of him. So is Lee Daniels really holding like that? So how Jussie getting high-powered lawyers like that? You know? And understand, Time's Up, because he's connected with that whole Time's Up. Time's Up, they have a bunch of lawyers that kind of donate their services to Time's Up, but they have a coffer of money. They got millions of dollars that the Hollywood system put money into it. You dig? So this is very interesting. We need to see who all is involved with this. Kamala Harris's husband is an entertainment attorney. That is correct. That is correct. Her husband is an entertainment attorney. So they all clicked in like that. But this whole thing stinks to high hell. The fact that they put together this elaborate hoax to put that bill together so that they could extend extra protections for a group that's not an oppressed minority, trying to compare them to us is very disrespectful. And also what they do with that is a lot of dangerous ramifications that come with that. Putting us in the same category as a group that systematically oppresses us. Understand, the white LGBT community, there's too many white supremacists within that community who practices the same racism against us. So we reject any type of set aside a benefit that puts us all together like that, because one cancels out the other. We are not the same. We're not the same whatsoever. The white gay community, they have not been systematically oppressed for centuries. We're talking about we're systematically oppressed constitutionally. Going all the way back to the beginning of the Constitution, we have a constitutional relationship with this country. A person who has a certain sexual orientation, nobody would know it unless you told them. That's why they have the term in the closet. You don't have to tell nobody what your sexual orientation is. There's no closet for blackness. You understand? So you just can't compare the two. And plus you got Ed Buck running around here, and the fact that they're ignoring that, that's more proof that they don't really give a shit about black people or black people in the LGBT community. It's all about maintaining white supremacy. So now with these laws now, when they put extra protection for the white LGBT community, that means, family, if a white person, and you know how they run up on us trying to antagonize us, if a white person comes up to a black person and assaults a black person, and a black person defends himself and knocks that white person out, if that white person says they're gay, a black person can be charged with a hate crime. Because see, that's the whole trick bag. They've always wanted to do that. They always want to put us in a position where the hate crimes that were supposed to, or the hate crime laws that were supposed to protect us, can be used against us. So now, if you defend yourself from a white person who happened to be gay or who claimed he was gay, they can say, well, damn, he attacked me because of my sexuality. And then you as a black person can get charged with a hate crime. This is the type of trick bag they run on us. See what they're trying to do. They want to get protection for people like Ed Buck. There's a reason why they're so blatantly silent about Ed Buck. Because so when Ed Buck has a black man up in his house doing God knows what, and that black man whooped Ed Buck's ass to defend himself, Ed Buck will have more protections than you, which he already has. The gay white community, they already have protections, but it's by common law. They need it on the books. So it's hard to practice this white supremacy without it being on the books, without any kind of legal justification for it. You understand? So now, fellas, listen, man, y'all don't understand how these white supremacists will use these laws. They put them on the books for a reason. So guys, if you out somewhere and a white man tried to rape you, and you like, hey, get the fuck off me, get off me, nigga. Man, back up off me with that. They can look at that as a hate crime. They can look at that as a hate crime. Do you understand me? Y'all remember that show, the Big Brother show, when that man who's a tranny or whatever, white woman man or whatever, was trying to come on to Genuine, the singer. They were trying to get Genuine to kiss them, and I'm like, Genuine's like, no, man, I respect your lifestyle, but I don't want to kiss you. Oh man, see, that's discrimination. So now if you're a black man who don't want to get raped by a white man, they can say, well, damn it, that's a hate crime. Do you understand? They'll do that type of stuff, dude. They will do that type of stuff. That's what these laws are put in place for. It's setting a precedent. It's setting a precedent. And also, they'll take it to another level. There's a reason why. Did y'all see Saturday Night Live? I didn't see it, but Don Cheadle had on a shirt that said something about trans kids. What was the shirt? What did it say? It said something about transsexual kids. Help trans kids. What did that say? What did his shirt say? And again, that's the liberal white media making him do that. with this whole Jussie Smollett thing going on and all this. It said protect trans kids. Do you believe that protect trans kids? Protect trans kids? He had a shirt called Protect. There's black children getting their brains blown out by race soldiers, and nobody says nothing. So they had him, and it was very important for a black actor to have that shirt on. Protect trans kids. They don't do that for black kids. You don't see them having a shirt on talking about, hey, protect black kids from police brutality. The person who did it who came close to that was my man Kaepernick. And you saw how they treated Kaepernick. When Kaepernick spoke out against black kids and black people getting harmed by race soldiers, we saw how they treated him. And shout out to my brother Kaepernick because they cashed him out with the NFL. My man reached a deal with the NFL and they cashed him out, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. They went on and cashed him out because they blackballed him. They did blackball him. And, they messed up some of the paper. But, yeah, he got his paper. So, shout out to him. And I saw some people saying that he shouldn't have got no money. The hell he shouldn't have. Of course he should have. Of course he should have gotten his paper. Did they buy his silence? I don't know. But I'm glad they cashed him out. I'm glad they cashed him out. Because they blackballed him. They messed up his paper. So, yeah, he cashed out and got some of that paper back that he was supposed to get. So, yeah, I want him to get all the bag. He's supposed to get the whole bag. He got back pay. Yes. I don't know how much it is. Now, some people are saying that he might even go back to playing with one of the leagues. Somebody said that, that's the word going around. Kaepernick is not a sellout in any sense of the word. He's not a sellout in any sense of the word. You dig? But, excuse me. But back to that protect trans kids thing. What's a trans kid? Think about that. What's a trans kid? What's a transsexual child? Why are we assigning certain sexuality identities on children? What does a child know about being transsexual? Because when they start talking about kids being transsexual, usually these are kids. Yeah, what's a trans kid? What's that? What's a trans kid? What is that? What kid would know about that unless it was really something that was imposed on them or the child was possibly molested? If you see a child, and there's one little white kid, I want to say he's in New York somewhere, but they have him parading around at these gay clubs. But what's a trans kid? You understand? What are they saying? Because let me tell you what they're saying. You watch the language, because what they're trying to do, when you start talking about gay children and trans children, if a kid is gay, a kid shouldn't have any type of sexual experiences as a child unless they've been molested. And understand, they've been trying to normalize pedophilia for a long time. See, they've been trying to throw all of these different letters, LGBTQ this, and every year they're throwing in a new letter. And they've been trying their damnedest to normalize pedophilia, to really decriminalize it, because so many white men and white women go to jail because of pedophilia. Look at Hollywood, dude. Hollywood has whole pedophile rings. That's why they keep trying to focus on R. Kelly and ignore all of these damn pedophile rings in Hollywood. Remember when Corey Feldman was on The View talking about these pedophile rings, Barbara Walters was like, you need to shut the fuck up. It wasn't like, oh, let's find these perpetrators. Barbara Walters said, hey, You messing things up. You gonna mess the industry up talking the way you talking. Remember that? Let me play that clip. I want to play that clip so y'all can see that. I want y'all to hear that for you. So one more time. I played it before, but I'm going to play that again. I want y'all to feel that one. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Y'all bear with me. Let me get in. Hold on. Come on, sound. Come on.
Me and Corey that are...
Okay. Because I played this clip before. All right. Let me get the screen thing popping. Window capture. Y'all bear with me. Let me get it pop on. Here it is. All right. Let me widen that up a little bit. All right. Now look at Barbara Walters. Hold on.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working. They're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
And they are.
And they do not want me saying what I'm saying right now.
Are you saying that they're pedophiles?
Yes.
And that they're still in this business?
Yes.
That's what. Yeah, and that's what you're saying in your book. When you talk to when you talk to
And they don't
parents,
want me here right now. Trust
Corey,
me. They want me dead.
there are a lot of parents out here who want to
Look at Barbara Walters. Barbara Walters. Look how Barbara Walters is looking though. Just look at Barbara Walters' face.
There are a lot of parents out here who want to put their kids in this business. Their kids are cute. They're great actors. Da, da, da. What would you say to a parent who just has the best of intentions, who's coming here with their child? If you're saying that there's a lot of predators in this industry.
It's a many-feathered bird, okay? Be careful what you wish for. That's what I'll tell you. You know, don't go into it with naivety. Don't go into it thinking that it's all roses and sunglasses.
You're damaging an entire industry.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying
You said
to.
that-
I'm just trying to say that it's a very important, serious topic.
You said that there were.
Boy, did you... the fact Barbara said this on the air, Barbara, it wasn't like, oh, damn, we need to go after them. Barbara wasn't about all the kids. Oh, wasn't all the kids. You're damaging an entire industry by talking.
Thinking that it's all roses and sunglasses.
You're damaging an entire industry.
I'm sorry, I'm not
up.
trying
You said
to.
that-
I'm just trying to say that it's a very important, serious topic.
You said that there was.
See, this thing is heavy, man. Man, let me get this off. Man, you see, they protect each other, dude. They protect each other. They protect each other, dude. They're perfectly fine with pedophilia. They're perfectly fine with raping kids. They're perfectly fine with it. It's like, wait a minute, don't mess the industry up. She's protecting these folks. So they're trying to normalize that so they can decriminalize it because so many people, and that's why we first them. That's first them because we point that stuff out heavy. But they're trying to normalize that. They normalize all these sexual orientations, and they're trying to decriminalize pedophilia and turn that and make it just a sexual orientation. It's not so bad. You're born that way. They say that. They say that you're born a pedophile. They come up with all types of justifications for this garbage, man. And we have to stop letting them put their filth on us and tie it with us. Don't put that bullshit on us. Don't tie that in with us. You dig? We got to check that. And we got to check these plantation puppets who work with these folks to pull these type of agendas against us. You dig? Family, ain't no coalition. At this point, and I keep saying it, the term minority, we should never, ever use again. People of color, all that stuff, these are trick words that are used to make us believe that we're somehow part of this inclusive coalition that we're not a part of. You know, Gucci had that whole thing with the racist shirt they put out. It looked like blackface, and they act like they didn't know what it was. They did the whole let's do something racist and then act like we didn't know it was racist. And I think some of these clothing companies are talking about hiring a diversity team. And you know what diversity team is? Diversity team means they're going to hire a bunch of white people in the LGBT community, Asians, and Hispanics. That's the diversity. Watch the words. When they start talking about they're going to get a diversity community, that means lesbians, gay men, white, Hispanics, and Asians. People of color. Everybody except us. Yeah, Prada hired Ava DuVernay. That's the only person that she's going to be the spook who sat by the door. They're going to hire her and then start talking about diversity. And then when you go there, it's a bunch of non-black people. They always hire one prominent black person. Then when you go there, it's a bunch of non-blacks. That's where the term spook who sat by the door came from. That was based off a book and a movie in the 60s and 70s, where in the 60s, what they would do with affirmative action, they would hire one black person and sit them in the front door. So when you walked into a place, you got to see a black person and you're like, oh, this is diversity. But when you go into the company, everybody else is white. So they made sure they put the black person by the front door. If you notice even now, you go to a lot of companies, they always got a black secretary. Almost every company you go to, they'll have a black secretary. The black woman sitting in the front. They might have a gay dude floating around there, but those are the only two people there. The black secretary in the front and the black gay dude running around there. You dig? But black folks, do not ever fall for that people of color game. The minute people start talking about people of color, that's a con game. When they start talking about minorities and diversity groups, those are con games. Those are trick words, family. We don't go for that. That's why I love ADOS. We are ADOS. And what's interesting, and this another thing too, our African brothers, our Caribbean brothers, there's a lot of people, a lot of African cats and the Caribbean cats. A lot of them are acting real butthurt over the ADOS movement, that black people are really over here. We're going to start circling our wagons. I'm seeing a lot of pushback from a lot of African, not all, because we still got a lot of love for our African immigrant brothers, but a lot of these African immigrant cats and Caribbean immigrant cats, there's a lot of pushback. A lot of them are complaining and niggasplaining. And they can't even coherently explain why. Now, all of a sudden, it's, wait a minute, this ADOS, that's bullshit. That's divisive. What about Pan-Africanism? Now y'all want to talk about Pan-Africanism. I had a Nigerian dude called up my live Instagram stream the other day. He was nigga-splaining left and right. Did y'all see my live stream? I was on Instagram, and a Nigerian guy called up complaining about the ADOS movement. And I said, brother, a lot of times when y'all come over, man, y'all really don't join us in going against white supremacy. Then he started talking about, well, you got to understand, when we get here, we have a one strike rule. We can't be a part of any kind of organizations, or we can't be radical. We got to be on our P's and Q's. Okay, fair enough. You can be on your P's and Q's, but too many of you come over and you work with the oppressor class against us. Then he started nigga-splaining and babbling. And I said, bruh, don't talk about Pan-Africanism, because when we go over there, yeah, he said he was born here, but still, he's first generation. I said, brother, nobody over there in the African countries, they're not reaching out. This Pan-Africanism is really one-sided. No, see, you got to understand, colonialism over there, we cannot do certain things. I said, brother, y'all the majority over there. I don't want to hear no excuses. No, my man, you have to understand, over there, we can't, we're under colonialism here, but we still reach out, we still push to get laws to help you. We still fight these damn white supremacists. And we're the minority population over here. We're the minority population over here. And the thing is, I said, brother, you're the majority population there, but a handful of white supremacists and Asians can come in and just start running shit. So y'all got to be able to check that, brother. And y'all not reaching out to us, man. Y'all could offer dual citizenship. You can offer land allotments. I mean, Africa's a huge continent. I've been all over Africa. There's land everywhere, man. The government can say, hey, the land is here. Y'all come get down with us. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. The African Union, they haven't welcomed us over there. They haven't said, hey, come be a part of the African Union. Haiti was supposed to be a part of it, and they stopped it at the last minute. They stopped Haiti from being a part of the African Union. So we're going to have to be real. We're talking Pan-Africanism. Black people are the ones being Pan-Africanist. We've been Team Pan-Africanism for 200 years, and it's not been reciprocal, not in large numbers. You dig? Yeah, come on, man. Y'all my African brothers and sisters on the continent. Ghana said come home, but there's so much red tape to get that right to abode thing. And it's not even dual citizenship. See, we got to get dual citizenship in these places. I don't want to hear niggers explaining. Well, it's the colonialism. And then the brother started talking about the tribe. I said, brother, a lot of y'all come over here, man, and y'all bring those tribal beefs over here, and y'all look at us as a different tribe, because he started criticizing us like, well, see, the thing is with you African Americans is that you don't know where you came from, and we understand our tribe. Boy, when he said that, boy, let me tell y'all something. Boy, don't y'all play that game with me. A lot of African immigrants, y'all come over here with this bullshit about we African Americans, y'all ain't as cultured as us because we know our tribe. If y'all don't sit y'all ass down with that, I want all my African brothers and sisters to feel me on this. And I explained to this dude, man, you're talking like that's a plus. You and that tribal garbage, that's been the damn problem for 500 years. I want my African brothers to understand this. This is tough love, and I got a lot of love on the continent for the continent. But that tribal nonsense, that's been the problem. That has been the problem for 500 years on the continent of Africa. Y'all come over here, oh, those are Katas. They don't know the Igbo. I'm Igbo. You holding on to that, and how is that working for you under a system of white supremacy? That tribal thing means nothing. It means nothing. We holding on to stuff. That's the thing. Holding on to stuff that don't work no more is insanity. You understand? That's just some little psychological babble that a lot of cats hold on to make themselves think that they're somehow different from us. You dig? That's a way to hold on to a coon spirit. That tribalism is a problem. Somebody's tribalism is good. No, it's not. If you're being oppressed as the same under the same as the same group, you dig? Tribalism only works when you are trying to battle directly the oppressor class and you have people around you who don't want to battle them. So you circle your wagons and you make the coons and the other tribal people who ain't trying to battle this guy, you make them out groups. That's the only way that will work. The problem is with the tribal thing, you got too many different tribes over there collaborating. They're fighting to collaborate with the damn white supremacists. That's the problem. Too many of these different tribes are fighting to collaborate with the white supremacists against other black tribes. So y'all ain't really going after those white supremacists hard body. You ain't going after the Asians hard body. You're trying to get clicked in with them. That tribalism don't work. And this dude was telling me about how tribalism was important. I cannot give up. We're not supposed to give up our tribe, our culture for thousands of years. Our culture, are we supposed to give that up? Yeah, if it don't work. You holding on to some shit that don't work, and these people are dominating all of you as a group. The white supremacists, they go there. When they're in Europe, they have different countries and different cultures, but the minute they touch down in Africa, all of them are on the same page. All of them are on the same page. ADOS ain't really, it's not a tribal thing. It's basically us acknowledging that we all we got. It's basically us acknowledging we're the ones who are really the only ones fighting this white supremacist and white supremacy consistently for the last few hundred years. No other group, let's be real, besides ADOS, Black American Descendants of Slaves, what other group has consistently fought the white supremacists? We've consistently fought for justice. We've consistently fought for the rights of others. Nobody has fought like us against that damn white supremacists. The closest are the Haitians. The closest are the Haitians. You dig? The closest are the Haitians. You dig? But on a consistent level, even today, fighting these white supremacists, that's us over here. You dig? So the thing is, ADOS circling our wagons, going after these damn white supremacists, fighting for justice for all, and that's the thing. We never looked at ourselves as a tribe. We're like, if you black, we're gonna fight for you. That's been our mentality. If you're black, we're gonna look out for you. You come over here, you our brother. You come on in our community, you our brother. We're gonna fight for you. We are the ones really promoting that, and we're acting on that. We've been consistent about that. What's the solution, Killer Cam? Everybody hold their own nuts. That's the damn solution. That's the solution. We fighting but losing too. Let me tell you something. We're maintaining. You dig? We're still under the thumb of white supremacy. But we've maintained more than any other group. You dig? We've maintained heavy. And the thing is that other people are just going to have to hold their own nuts. My thing is just everybody, every group, if you ain't one of us, then just go ahead and hold your own nuts. Don't come around here looking for us to save you and fight for you. You dig? There's too many collaborators with white supremacy who do little things to try to undermine us. You dig? Yeah, any other group would have been out the game. But most other groups are completely out the game now. Yeah, most other groups are out the game. Let's just keep it 100. Let's be real. You don't see, and I brought this up to the African brother. I see way too many videos, unfortunately, of a white guy going to Kenya somewhere or an Asian guy somewhere in Africa smacking up black folks, and black people are just standing around. I'm like, oh my God, what are y'all doing? I've seen one too many videos. A grown-ass man, they're smacking grown men. Now, the Asians over here, they'll do that. They can get away with that with a woman. A grown man might smack up a woman, a sister. But the thing is, when brothers come through, it's a whole different story. Like out here in Compton, an Asian store owner gaffled this sister up not too long ago. Some brothers went down there and whooped the owner's ass. The cops came, other folks came, and they started giving the cops that work. I saw that video of the teacher in Africa smacking this girl in school, and then all these Negroes are going around talking about, well, it wasn't racist. I don't like seeing stuff like that. And we don't need that spirit over here. No. Stay there with that. We need riders. If you're going to come here, we need your riders. No. Y'all stay there with that. If you're going to be on that, you there? Yeah. Immigrant coons, we just don't need no more coons over here. We don't need niggas splaining. We don't need niggas sitting in the corner talking about why they can't do nothing, because that's the same thing they did back home. Sat around and let people get smacked around, couldn't do nothing, niggas splaining, looking for white daddy to cape up with, and then they get over here and get that, and we doing all the fighting for them. That's not going to work no more. That's not going to work no more. That's no disrespect to anybody, but we don't need other people dumping their coons over here. And that's the thing about, people who come over here. You either send over the riders or y'all sending over coons. It ain't no in between, because over there ain't really no middle class. That's the thing. You got, the privileged class and the poor class. You in? A lot of folks in here. Everybody hit that like button. A lot of folks in here tonight. Everybody hit the like button. Name 15 African countries. Hell. Morocco, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Mozambique, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, Congo, what else? So many. Chad, Guinea, and Cameroon. There you go. So how many was that? I can name them. Shit. Somebody asked me to name 15 countries without Googling. I can name. I just did. Tanzania, I've been to a bunch of them. Well, yeah, Sierra Leone, yeah. So yeah, I've been to a bunch of them. I can name them. Wakanda, God damn it. You dig? Yeah, gonna ask me. Now, who asked me that, to name some African countries? Who asked me that? That's 16. Okay, there you go. Man. Yeah, now look, I got a lot of love in Africa, man. I love it when I go over there. I got a lot of love over there. I absolutely love it. I want to see some riders. And again, I want that Pan-Africanism thing to go both ways, man. Nobody's really seriously reached out to us on a Pan-African level. And when I talk about it, I hear Negroes they nigger-splaining. Well, we under colonialism, and you know how that is. I don't want to hear no nigger-splaining. Some fool was on Twitter talking about, well, we can't be looking toward the government. It had to be on the grassroots level. Dude, shut up, dude, because we we help get certain laws passed so that people can come get benefits, legal benefits. I don't want to hook up with somebody who can't really make nothing happen. We pen pals. I don't want no damn pen pal. Somebody who can't get no laws passed, get no land allocated, get no dual citizenship. Nigga splaining. Grassroots, you mean just a nigga on the internet. I don't want to just pen pal with niggas on the internet. We want somebody who can make some things happen over there. That's where the people come in. Y'all make your political leaders get things popped off. You dig? Yeah, because, I mean, cats be having a million excuses. I mean, hell, we under colonialism if that's the case. But the thing is, we know how to organize and at least put people in office so that, you know, we can get certain laws passed that help y'all. We've helped people get benefits and privileges that we don't even get. And I talked about this the other day, talking about that HBCU thing, and that's another thing. Stop letting them run that HBCU hustle on us. Because when we start talking about what's a black agenda for us, and when Kamala and Cory Booker and all these people start talking about what they're going to do for an HBCU, that is a con game. That's a con game, because these HBCUs are full of immigrants, white people, and Hispanics. You can come over here undocumented and you can get scholarship money to go to an HBCU. You dig? These HBCUs got so many white people in them, all these non-ADOS people in there, coming up off our tax dollars. And another thing, a lot of these people, these immigrants come over and don't even be paying taxes. A lot of them come over here and don't pay no taxes and eating off us and then talking about what we don't like them. I really get offended by that when I hear some immigrant talking about, man, African Americans be hating on us. Nigga, you here because of us. You eating because of us. What you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? And my sister Aki made a very good point. She said a lot of these immigrants come over and they get this sense of entitlement. They've been entitled so long, they feel like they're entitled to have us fight for them, and they're entitled to be the leaders of our organizations. And if they're not the leaders of the organization, then they want to criticize it. And that's very accurate. We got these immigrants coming over here on some entitlement shit. Like, come on, Akata, fight for me. You better be Pan-African for me. Nigga, what you talking about? You supposed to fight for me. We supposed to be Pan-African. What you mean Pan-African? What y'all doing? What are y'all doing for us? We black. No, you black when it's convenient, because any other time somebody say, hey man, you black. I ain't black, motherfucker. I ain't black. I ain't black. Don't call me black. I'm Senegalese. I ain't like these Akatas. I'm Senegalese. And don't ask no East African. Hey sister. I'm no sister. I'm Somali. I am Somali. Ask Kamala Harris before she start running. Hey sister. I'm Indian. I'm East Indian. I'm East Indian. Now when it's time to run, oh, give me some hot sauce. I love me some hot sauce and Cardi B and some Tribe Called Quest. Shout out to Fife. Oh, he dead? I didn't know. Lord. Yeah, they'll correct your ass if you call them black any other time. But now when it's time for them to hold their own damn nuts, all right, well, you go ahead and be Somalian, be Eritrean, be whatever you are, be Senegalese. Go ahead and be that on your own, because you're going to have to hold your own nuts. I'm not going to go out here and fight for you. All lives matter, brother. Brother, my main man. All lives matter. Oh, no, brother. No. Nope. So yeah, just hold your own nuts. Ain't nobody, y'all hating on us. If we hated on you, we wouldn't have fought to get you over here and let you eat off of us. You dig? It's our tax dollars that's funding you. Let's be very clear. It's our tax dollars. Because a lot of cats, that's another thing. People come over, these Akatas are so uneducated. Your education came from our tax dollars. The word is you're welcome. Yeah, my man Nipsey Hussle, his people are reaching, but he came over. My man is about it. That's how you're supposed to get down. He comes over here, starts businesses. My man is about that life. See, we people like that, like my brother Nipsey, that's a different thing. We need people like that, people who are really about their life and click up and do things and build. You dig? And I ain't talking about all. I'm just talking about the coon class here. Say, is Ann Coulter on board with ADOS? Ann Coulter's just talking to be talking. Ain't nobody clicked up with no damn Ann Coulter. They just be talking just to be talking. Stop believing everything white people say. They just be talking just to be saying some shit. We ain't clicked up with no damn Ann Coulter. Ann Coulter just be saying stuff to kind of antagonize, because she knows that Kamala Harris and all the Democrats have a benign neglect policy. So she's just doing that to antagonize them. So come on now. Understand chess. Ain't nobody clicked up with her. Man. Yeah, she's just doing that to throw stones at the Democrats. Y'all gotta stop being politically naive. Y'all should know this type of stuff. Don't even take it seriously. Come on. Say, I'm cute in yellow. The judge, are you a man or a woman though? Hold on. God damn. Okay, we got Jussie Smollett is in the room, obviously. Shit. The Jussie Smollett attackers. Hold on, I don't need no compliments from no niggas in here, man. Come on. Well, that just kind of sullies the conversation, brother. I don't need that kind of energy. Hold on. Who said that? Where's that nigga? Hold on. There's always one. Let me call up. Call up, nigga. Hold on. The judge and the juror. We're going to get you up out of here. I don't like no nigga. My man, you look real good in that yellow, my nigga. Man, you look like a real sexy ass bumblebee, my nigga. Hold on, brother. Man. But Tariq is so handsome. Now, that's a woman saying it, okay? I can take that. But hold on. I don't want no nigga saying that. See, women be saying stuff like that, then some dude will slip through. Damn, nigga, man, I like the way your shoulders look in that sweater, my nigga. Like, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. I'm going to get some bleach on a rope. All right. The judge and juror call up. Number's 818-850-5404. That's the number. And Skype needs to really get it together so we can silence some of the noise that comes on this thing. Man. 818-850-5404. That is the number. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Ain't nobody calling, so I guess phone line must not be working. There's one. Hold on. What's up? Who's calling?
ADOS.
What's up, sweetie? Who is this? Okay. Shit. Okay. Okay. She just wanted to shout out ADOS. All right. What's up? Who's calling? Okay. One more, because people don't know how to react on the phone. What's up? Who's calling? Hello?
Hello.
What's up, brother? What's happening?
How you doing, Tariq?
All right, what's your name, bro?
Hakeem from Minnesota.
What's your name, Hakeem?
Yeah, from Minnesota.
Minnesota. All right, what's up? What's on your mind, Hakeem? I hear an accent, brother. You from Canada?
No, I'm Nigerian first generation.
Oh, okay, there you go. So you're Nigerian first generation. Did your family tell you to stay away from the Akatas?
No, not really. I do have an aunt or so that kind of is misled, but no, they did not tell me that at all.
Now, how was your aunt misled?
Well, she came over here late, maybe 7-10 years ago. She came late.
Okay.
The rest of my family, they've been here since, I would say college and age and so forth.
Okay. So with your family, have you been to Nigeria? Have you been there?
Yes, I lived there for 4 years when I was younger.
Oh,
most Nigerian parents send their kids to Nigeria so that they don't become too Americanized and they see like the struggles that are there back there. So
okay, that's what's up. Okay, so you never seen any kind of coon energy coming from anybody in your family except your aunt?
Well, in Nigeria, that's the thing. You've mentioned some African countries that, we do have our share of coons.
Yeah.
But Nigerians, as far as the, white people, they actually stay away from there, actually. And the whole Chinese occupation, that's not really happening much. I was just there in Nigeria maybe a year and a half ago.
Okay.
You don't really see many Chinese there.
Mm.
But especially I'm talking about Lagos because that's where things are really happening in Nigeria,
Yeah.
So
yeah, but my thing, I see a lot of stuff happening with the immigrants over there. I haven't even been to Nigeria yet, but I've heard good things, and I've heard, for the most part, they're pretty respectful to a lot of Black Americans who go there. From what I've heard, I haven't been there. But I just know some of the immigrants, when they get here, it's a coon screening or something that goes on. But a lot of them be on that coon shit.
But I wanted to answer one. I just wanted to say one thing. The hashtag ADOS, I think, that's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Like you said, we do need to screen the coons, especially.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I just wish that, most of us will, see what's going on and, know that this whole tribalism stuff, because I want to also touch on that too. There's not really even solidarity with other African nations.
Yeah.
So when you mention comments that are mostly true that, there's no Pan-Africanist push from the African side.
Yeah.
Other African countries, though, they need, they can't just come in. Like, if you're Kenyan, you can't just come into Nigeria just like that either.
Right.
So it's one of those things where it's a little bit more complicated. It's, we have bad leaders, and that's, that's the unfortunate side about it. But most of them, they go to Western schools, and, they get vetted in the process.
Yeah.
But the brain drain is really a big deal, back there. But, you've made some good points.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, you guys got to do what's best. And, we have to support. And it's one of those things that I just want you to know that, we're not going to come, most of us aren't going to come and really stand in that way. I mean, if we're not trying to help, we need to call each other out.
Yeah.
Just like that one, I think she was from Equatorial Guinea that made that video about Black Americans.
Yeah.
She wasn't really supported by anybody.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Oh, I'm getting all types of stuff. But anyway, man, but thank you for the call, brother. Thank you so much. Let me try one more call because I hate these sounds on here. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, Flex, what's going on, man? It's Mike out of Brooklyn.
Hey, what's up, Mike out of Brooklyn? How you doing, brother?
Yo, peace to you, guys.
No doubt.
It's an honor to be talking to you right now. I'm going to make it quick.
Yes, sir.
I'm a Caribbean descent, a Grenada. I just want to denounce all the coons, all the bullshit. They making us look bad. Stand by you, ride with you. And That's what it is, man.
Man,
I
respect.
completely understand where you're coming from.
My man.
I always said the Caribbean, certain parts, it's the British and France that owe us reparations. I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
America is owed reparations by the American government, and they're making us look bad out here, man. But we all not like them. Real talk.
Much respect, man. Thank you for the call, brother. All right, no more calls. Sorry about that. All right, that's enough. Yeah, man. You know, again, like I said, man, we got a lot of love for Africans, the Caribbean. We got a lot of love for you. We got a lot of love for you. There ain't no problem there. The problem is when the coons, some of y'all coons, come over here, and then there's a sense of entitlement. Man, this is exactly what happens. These coons get propped up, and then they become the mouthpiece for your country. You understand? So they get a coon from the Caribbean or some coon from Africa somewhere, and then prop them up as the spokespersons, and they out here cooning it up and then talking greasy, and then they make the whole game look bad. And then we're like, oh, is that what it is? Now we have coons here. We call our coons out big time. You understand? We call like Steve Harvey. Everybody was calling Steve Harvey out for that Monique thing. Steve was like, we black, nah. We black. I forget no integrity and all that. He's talking all that integrity talk. And Monique was like, Steve was like, this is the money game. It ain't black or white. This is the money game. And Monique was like, it's the integrity game. And Steve was like, I ain't going to mess up my money for integrity or just to make a statement. That's Sambo talk right there. And we call that out. Now look at my brother Colin Kaepernick. My brother Colin Kaepernick, he made a stand, he made a statement, and he stood on integrity. And they cashed him out, and he still stood on integrity. They had to cash him out. And he sacrificed a lot. He sacrificed money, and they cashed him out. As they should have. It's his money. You dig? Because they colluded against that brother to stop him from playing. But he stood on integrity. He didn't bow down. That's how you're supposed to be. You dig? Cat Williams stands on integrity. Cat Williams still do sold out shows all around the country. See, black folks, I want us to get out of the mindset where we cannot do anything successful without a white person co-signing it. I really want us to get out of that mentality. A white person has to co-sign something before we can be successful. And that's kind of how Steve talks. I can't submit these white folks now. That type of mentality. You dig? But yeah, we just have to know how to connect with each other and, you know, create networks with each other and then value each other. And stop letting the white supremacists dump garbage on us. See, they like to dump their garbage on us, the degenerate things that they do on us and associate us with their degeneracy. And then, you know, that seeps into our consciousness. You dig? Remember, man, look, and I've said this many times, when ADOS people, when we click up and get on code, we start winning. That's why so many people are so hell-bent against ADOS people getting on code. We're getting on code and so many people are getting bent out of shape because now the free rides are over. Because we talking in a way that we haven't talked before. We're talking about what we're going to get for ourselves, not how we're going to cape for any other group. All these people caping for other groups, you're looked at as an outsider within black society. And, you know, a lot of people are trembling right now. You dig? And the Democrats, they're still trying to hold on to the benign neglect policy of not doing anything for black people. So now in order to avoid addressing the tangibles that we're bringing forth, that we're demanding. They're talking some garbage about Russian bots. They know good and well that we're not a bunch of Russian bots. That's just a deflection tactic. So they don't have to talk about the tangibles that we're going to require before we support anybody else. And as we see the deceptive tactics they're using when they just slipped in that LGBT stuff in the lynching bill that's based on our suffering. These people are using our suffering to fuel movements for other damn groups. This shows you the character of Kamala and Booker, Corey. This shows you their character. Every time we bring up doing something for us, we get the nigger-splaining, but they're secretly finessing and manipulating little rights and privileges for other groups without them having to twist their arm to do it. You understand me? That shows their character. So, we got to be politically astute. We just got to be smart with the way we move. We got to understand we're all we got, and we're going to look out for our group. We're going to look out for our group. We're not going to let these bought and paid for Negroes be the spokespersons for us. The code is the movement. And the leadership is the code. Okay? And watch people who try to muddy up the conversation by acting dumb. You got people out here talking about, well, I lived in the Caribbean. I lived in St. Lucia. I'm a descendant of slavery too. That's somebody deliberately playing dumb. Now you got people like that deliberately playing dumb. You know good and well we're talking about descendants of American slavery who built this government and built this economy and built all the wealth of this country. We're not going to St. Lucia. We're not going to any other countries meddling in their affairs, any tangibles that they're trying to get. We're not interjecting ourselves into that. And we're not letting other groups interject themselves into our political affairs because they have no real vested interest in that because they already benefit just by getting here. Just by getting here, you already benefit. So you get your benefits the minute you get that green card, you benefit. So this is why they try to sabotage everything. If you notice, if you look at a lot of people who talk down on ADOS, a lot of these little anonymous Negroes, many of them are immigrants. There's a lot of anonymous Negroes who make these little hating videos. They make videos about me all the time. These are little hating ass immigrants hating from outside the club. You dig? So now we're cool. We got love for brothers in the Caribbean. We got love for brothers and sisters in Africa. But we're going to ensure our own survival. We've been out here fighting for so many other people. We've done enough. We've done enough. We have done enough. I don't want to hear about nobody talking about we don't like them. How dare you? We've done enough. We've done enough. Ain't nobody hating on you. If we hated on you, we wouldn't want you over here. But we've done enough. You dig? That Afro Synergy dude. He made a video about me. I saw the title. It said, what did that dumb Negro? He's an old Negro too. He looks like a baby boomer. He's one of these old Negroes who's really too old to be on YouTube. But he's one of these old Negroes who look like one of the Temptations. What did he say? He lied. He's basically clickbaiting. He said, I said something about ADOS, immigrants. It's something he made up, some clickbait title. But that's another thing. I hate these little dusty Negroes. And a lot of them are immigrants too. They're so used to leeching off of us. Some of these coon immigrants, they're so used to leeching off of us. They have to make clickbaiting videos with our names in it in order to get clicks. That's just more leeching. They're so used to leeching off of us. They make these little clickbaiting videos so they can eat. You dig? Yeah, when y'all see these little clickbaiting videos, these are more of these little dusty coon immigrants doing what they do, eating off of us. You dig? And they'll say something dumb and have a video with a dumbass headline, and then they're nigga-splaining and babbling through the whole video. It's that type of thing. Y'all, I hate videos like that. I hate when, don't you hate when you're looking for a video, and then you click it and it's some babbling mush mouth describing the video? Oh, nothing burns me up more than that. That's one of my biggest pet. I have a few pet peeves that really irk me. One is clickbait. Two is people who eat and make videos of themselves eating. That irritates the shit out of me. Boy, that irritates the hell out of me. First of all, I hate I'm looking at a video, like I'm looking up a story about something like a mass shooter in Baltimore. Oh, let me look that up. Then there's some mush mouth Negro. Hey, what's up, man? You know, I like to talk about a mass shooting out here in Baltimore. Oh, shut up. You got to be that uninteresting where you got to trick people to listen to you. Oh, I hate that. And Crispy, he's real good at that. But I hate that when I'm looking up a train accident in Memphis. Oh, damn, a train accident. Hey, what's up, guys? I'd like to talk about this train accident that happened. First of all, before I do that, my new mixtape is out. It's in the stores right now. You can get it on my SoundCloud. You can download it. Before I talk about, and then they just dragging on and on. I hate you niggas. I really hate you with a passion when y'all do that. They just dragging, just lonely ass Negroes. Oh God. God, I hate you niggas with a passion. Just lonely as hell. And then those eating videos. Oh God, that's so annoying. God, that's annoying as hell. And I've been clicking on them shits by accident. It's all, especially this one sister, this older sister with them long ass nails, but just anybody doing it. She eat. Hey y'all. With a long ass fingernails and shit, grease and barbecue sauce on the finger. Hey guys, I'm eating some barbecue ribs. And I got some hush puppies that I'm gonna eat too. Yes, guys, and people, they be having 25 million views of somebody eating and whispering. What the hell is that? The hell? Ugh, you got barbecue sauce on your head. Hey guys, I got some tater tots. I'm gonna eat these. These tater tots are so good. And I'm gonna wash it down with some Lipton iced tea. It's so delicious. Oh, so good. And I'm gonna dip it in some, I got some lobster tails. I'm gonna dip it in some butter sauce. And the garlic is so delicious. And shut your ass. Ugh! That's gross to me. Just sitting there eating with shit all on your fingers. My God, they be making a grip off that. They make a grip off that stuff, man. Like, damn. Hey, if people like it, knock yourself out. And maybe because I'm watching it like, and I'm probably part of the problem because I'm trying to see where does this lead into? Is this motherfucker about to go take a bath or something? What's she gonna do with all this barbecue sauce on it and garlic? What's she gonna? Is she gonna bathe? I'm like, wash your hands. Are you gonna wash? What are you doing? You got cinnamon roll crumbs all on your shirt. I'm like, what the hell? God. Oh, I hate that. They smacking and talking. Anyway, I went to work today, and I had some fried chicken. I'm eating the leftovers. It's so good. Anyway, I'm watching How to Commit Murder, and I'm gonna shut up. What the hell is this shit about? Oh God, it's a fetish, I guess. Hold on, let me find one just to give y'all an example of what I'm talking about. Hold on. Because there's one older sister who does a lot of them. Hold on, let me find that. With all that grease and shit on her hands. Hold on. Hold on, let me find that. That's not it. Hold on. Let me look up one real quick. Oh, here she goes. Yeah, this is the sister who be eating the pickles and shit. Okay. Hold on. Okay, let me get the my screen. Okay, yeah, let me get my screen on this one. Hold on. This sister, she be doing a whole gang of them. Hold on. I see a lot of this sister right here. And it's annoying. I don't know what the hell. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. This sister right here. Hold on. Hold on. Wait.
It smells so good.
The hell?
That looks so freaking good.
Okay, is this some sexual shit? What is this? Oh my God. Oh God, that's annoying to me. Oh, that's okay. My God. What the hell? It's called mukbangs. Okay, that was low-key sexual. Oh, this is so big. It's so big and juicy. Oh, God. Well, yeah, that sister, she's done a bunch of videos. We're having syrup and pancakes. What the hell? People are into all types of, yeah, that video got 24 million views, man. Shit, ladies, y'all better get some of that money. Y'all better get y'all jar of pig feet and monetize your videos and get to eating with your titties out. Yeah, y'all want to make you a quick buck. That's an easy way to make some money. Shit. Ladies, man, please. Y'all better go ahead and get y'all a YouTube channel and some damn chicken nuggets and get to crunching. Some of you moist niggas. Y'all niggas get y'all some cucumbers and some vinegar. Be out there. Anyway, I would like to talk about Jussie Smollett. Anyway, I don't think it's a hoax. Some of y'all niggas get y'all some money. If you getting that type of paper, damn. Yeah, she be eating seafood and she be dripping all down her hands. Lord, man. Oh, God. Man. Oh man, 50 Cent. Yeah, speaking of 50 Cent, 50 Cent, man, there was a police captain in New York who told his officers, if you see 50 Cent, shoot him on sight. So now they're investigating this officer, this police captain. His name is something Gonzalez, something. He's one of these white Hispanics, more of that black-brown coalition. More of that black-brown coalition. But yeah, 50 was going to be at some type of event sponsored by the police or something. And he told them to shoot 50 Cent on sight. Yeah? Man. So yeah, that's what happened with 50. But anyway, man, let me get out of here. I've been on here for 2 hours, chopping it up with you guys. Emmanuel Gonzalez, that's his name, real talk. But anyway, man, let me get out of here, man. Look, this shirt, First Them, get them at firstthem.com, firstthem.com. Also go to tangibles2020.com, ladies and gentlemen, because we're still talking about tangibles for ADOS. That's the name of the game. But yeah, get y'all shirts. Get your shirts. We got shirts, sweaters at firstthem.com. Go to firstthem.com, family. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. We're working on HC5 right now. Go to tariqelite.com. And I am going to holla. Y'all be good. Ism Radio this Tuesday. Ism Radio will be back on this Tuesday, so tune in. ismradio.com.